It all started back in April 1882 when Dr. Ernst Werner von Siemens ran his Elektromotor in a Berlin suburb. It started in Britain in 1911 when, on the 20th of June, Leeds and Bradford put their trolleybuses into service. It ended in Britain on Sunday, the 26th of March 1972, when Bradford ran its last trolleybus service. Although outside Britain currently around 300 trolleybus systems are in operation in cities and towns in 43 countries. However, all is not lost, as in Leeds, a new generation transport NGT trolleybus system is currently being proposed as one of the city's key transformational projects. It will create an integrated rapid transport network for Leeds to support the city's future development, transform public transport and offer a real and attractive alternative to the car.
The future's electric. The future's electric. The future's electric. And so is the past.
The golden age of the trolleybus. For some of us it is still in living memory. The post-war years and throughout the 1960s, when many of our towns and cities ran these colourful, reliable, clean and silent buses, are nostalgically missed by those who remember them. The trolleybus, also known as the trackless trolley or trackless tram, is an electric bus that draws its electricity from overhead wires, generally suspended from roadside posts, using spring-loaded trolley poles. 2 wires and poles are required to complete the electrical circuit. This differs from a tram or streetcar, which normally uses the track as the return part of the electrical path and therefore needs only 1 wire and 1 pole. They also are distinct from other kinds of electric buses, which usually rely on batteries. Interest in trackless trolley systems started in the early 1900s when many such systems were introduced abroad. Deputations from Manchester, Leeds and Bradford, among others, all travelled to Europe to inspect systems there, and the first British company, the Railless Electric Traction Company Limited, was formed to promote the idea. In 1911, both Leeds and Bradford introduced trolleybuses to the railless design, and in the period to 1914, a further 8 systems were opened. At this point, the onset of World War I had a dramatic effect on the development of the trolleybus. Since most of the equipment had been manufactured in Germany, the enactment of the Trading with the Enemy Act of 1914 meant that spares became unobtainable. Trolleybuses are advantageous on hilly routes, as electric motors are more efficient than diesel engines in providing torque at startup, an advantage for climbing steep hills. Unlike combustion engines, electric motors draw power from a central plant and can be overloaded for short periods without damage. Given their acceleration and braking performance, trolleybuses can outperform diesel buses on flat stretches as well. Trolleybuses' rubber tyres have better adhesion than trams' steel wheels on steel rails, giving them better hill climbing capability and braking. Unlike trams or gasoline and diesel buses, trolleybuses are almost silent, lacking the noise of an engine or of wheels on rails, and in the UK were often referred to as the silent service. The quietness did have its disadvantages though, with some pedestrians falling victim to what was also known as the silent death. A major nail in the coffin of the trolleybus was the nationalisation of the electricity industry in 1948. Up until that time, many undertakings also owned their local electricity company, allowing them to supply electricity cheaply. Once nationalisation was complete, these operations found themselves paying more for their electricity supplies, and the trolleybus became less viable. Consequently, by 1951, the trolleybus market had made a steady decline.
Hold him, Joe, hold him, Joe, but don't let him go. Hold him, Joe, I say hold him, Joe, but don't let him go. Me donkey want water, hold him, Joe, going round the corner.
Hold him, Joe.
Me donkey want water,
Hold him, Joe.
everybody want water.
Hold him, Joe.
I fumble like a chimba.
Hold him, Joe.
Me donkey want water,
Hold him, Joe.
everybody want water.
Hold him, Joe.
Me donkey want water.
Hold him, Joe.
We on a journey, he don't walk straight, and that is because he's so underweight. Donkey a man, he don't like no weight. Put him on a cart, he never walk straight. Me donkey want water,
Hold him, Joe.
everybody want water.
Hold him, Joe.
Me donkey want water,
Hold him, Joe.
the people want water.
Hold him, Joe.
Me donkey want water,
Hold him, Joe.
I fumble like a chimba.
Hold him, Joe.
Me donkey want water,
Hold him, Joe.
the donkey need water.
Hold him, Joe.
My old donkey went courting one day with a donkey named Melda across the way. She was twice his age, he put up a fight. Now he's crying every night. Ah, let me go, darling Melda, you're breaking my backbone. Ah, let me go, darling Melda, you're breaking my... Everybody, let me go, darling Melda,
You're breaking my backbone.
once again now,
Let me go, darling Melda. You're breaking my backbone.
a little louder,
Let me go, darling Melda. You're breaking my
a
backbone.
little softer. Let me go, darling Melda, you're breaking my back. As some people say that my donkey is bad, and that is because he's from Trinidad. Donkey of mine, he won't work at all. All he want to do is break at his stony donkey want water. Hold him, Joe, sing out the chorus,
Hold him, Joe.
and sing a little louder.
Hold him, Joe.
The donkey want water,
Hold him, Joe.
and you...
In 1962, Sunbeam produced their final trolleybuses for the British market, supplied to Bournemouth Corporation, and in 1964 the BUT factory built its last trolleybuses. The sight of trolleybuses in service declined steadily thereafter until in March 1972 the final trolleybuses in passenger carrying service at Bradford ceased to run, bringing to an end the trolleybus era.